It's Week 5 of the National Football League. And coming up, we're going to see Leonard Fournette. He was steady for them on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Buccaneers and the Falcons, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gordon alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Atlanta sending its offense out for the first time, and for the first time since 2008, it's a rookie who will handle things at quarterback. Out of Cincinnati, the third-round pick, Desmond Ridder.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing, and that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3, just get the ball right to the receiver.
It was the hitch route. And tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step, like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. Patterson on the draw play. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
7th play of this drive coming up. A long way to go on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. That's Akeem Hicks, the towering NFL vet, coming in for the sack. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Well, for a little bit we thought his story had concluded, but not to be. Here's Tom Brady in his 23rd NFL season, leading the Bucs offense out once again.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive. It's a quick first down. You start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss. It had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Brady now on 1st down. Airing this one out for Evans. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Working from the gun, it's Brady. A bullet throw, but incomplete. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And it will be Falcon football. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Zacchaeus here, hauling it in. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he goes out right around the 39. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the 1st down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. He'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. 2nd and 11. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. There he goes, left side. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that makes the score 7-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Falcons ready to take over. It's their 3rd drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that 2nd drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 16 carries, 83 yards.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put together another nice game.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Already known as one of the best return men of all time, Atlanta was finally the team to unblock everything that Patterson could do for a team. The Falcons used him everywhere, running back, receiver, returner. He even saw a couple of defensive snaps. All told, he was 6th in the league in total yards, set new career highs in both rushing and receiving, and signed a new deal to stay in Atlanta.
And they will only muster a yard here at the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Patterson. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On first down, going back to Patterson. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This one left side, caught by Patterson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll look to throw. Complete to Zacchaeus. Touchdown, Falcons! Olamide Zacchaeus, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from drawing level. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Brady. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he is going to have a Bucs first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. The Bucs at 1 and 3 here in the early part of the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Brady. He completes it to Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Julio Jones' year in Tennessee never really got going as he continued to battle injuries that followed him over from Atlanta. He believes he still has a couple of big seasons left in his career, and one more of those could see him climb into the top 10 or even the top 5 all-time in receiving yards.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week. 24 carries, 112 yards, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
From just shy of midfield, Brady to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll try and run for it with Fournette, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. From the gun, it's Brady. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down. So Brady departs, and on is Ryan Succop for the Buccaneer field goal. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Succop's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The do-it-all weapon, Cordero Patterson, coming back out. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Looking to throw. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. They'll set up to throw. And complete to Drake London. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Out of the gun, a run with Patterson. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And I think the ball's out. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Now here's Bradley Pinion now. And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Inside handoff now to Fournette. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the draw, this is Fournette. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Brady going to try and throw on third down. Complete to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Brady now on first down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Brady going to throw. Underneath, he's got Brate, and he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. On play action, now Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Brady now on first down. Man open, here is Jones. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Brady to throw again. The quick slant caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense. This drive started way back inside their own 5 now. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them. And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done. Suck up for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. From the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Coming up in prime time here in Week 5, a couple of division rivalries on the docket, beginning tonight in the AFC North with the Bengals and Ravens from Baltimore at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Raiders and Chiefs from Arrowhead in the AFC West. Got a man, it's Patterson complete. Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's 2nd and 8. And on the left sideline, he caught it. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So that challenge is successful. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This pass is caught by London. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Although he's picked in the 3rd round, Desmond Ridder is actually the 2nd quarterback drafted in 2022. Might not have that 1st-round label, but we saw him make plenty of 1st-round throws while at the University of Cincinnati. He's a quick thinker, reads defense as well, and with all he led the Bearcats to, the Falcons also know they picked up a proven winner.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Falcons. And despite the fact that they're down on the scoreboard, they were able to have some success throwing the football in that opening half. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the 2nd half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They were losers to Kansas City a week ago, but they are out in front right now. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the 2nd half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. 2nd half beginning with a run from Fournette. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. From the 27, Brady. A pass underneath for Fournette. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Brady. He'll find Fournette again here. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Up the gut, Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Fournette really solidified his place with the Bucs last season. He ran for over 800 yards and 8 touchdowns and caught an impressive 69 passes. Tampa made sure he stuck around, too, giving him a new 3-year contract.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Again, it's Fournette. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Brady. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 25-yard line. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
Throughout his career, Tom Brady has made a living with the quick pass, hasn't he? How about that one? A little slant inside. And I think his arm's gotten stronger throughout his career, too.
Yeah. You can just see one of many examples of why he's made more trips to the Super Bowl than any other quarterback.
Footwork, intelligence, competitiveness. That's Tom Brady in a nutshell.
On first down, Brady got his man complete over the middle. It's Evans. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. A shotgun give to Fournette. Down inside the 10. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now Brady. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Brady. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Brady to throw. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bucs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point put through by Succa. And the lead now up to 14. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw here. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point try now for Succop. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. From the 6. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll set up to throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They'll look to throw again. Another completion right back to Patterson. Patterson on the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Got his man. It's London. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
But I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Patterson again. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw taken in by Evans here. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Throwing now is Brady. And break, the tight end's got it. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here's a give to Fournette. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. This offense so far on 3rd down, can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it. Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now Leonard Fournette. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. On 2nd and 9, Brady. And Brady has it over the middle. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well. Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them? From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On the run, it's Fournette. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 75 yards on the ground for him so far. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. On 3rd down, Fournette. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game,
They've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete.
Holding, offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now Fournette. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Brady. He's got Otten. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. Brady. And he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Defensively, well done to jar that free. I'll tell you what, though, offensively, he's got to be lucky after the catch and the fumble that didn't go too far away from him.
And the way the football is shaped, it's not built to bounce true, is it? It can squirt in any direction and move in any way. He was so lucky. Thank his lucky stars, he was able to get that one back.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. On play action, now Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Cameron Brate, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Bucs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Well, Charles, just impressive in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, special teams have really done their job. And here the offense doing its part yet again with another score in the 4th quarter.
I know it seems like something we shouldn't do because the scoreboard does tell it all. But let's set it aside for a moment. This game was absolutely memorable with how they played it. Really terrific effort. Really well executed. Congratulations to them.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, caught by London. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throws right back to London, complete again. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. 2nd and 2. Got London on a slant. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's London. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patterson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Back to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at the 20. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Second down, back to Fournette. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 111 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.